1960, Nigeria attained its independence, and Tafawa Balewa was the first president of Nigeria. All through to today's date, it's about 63 years Nigeria attained independence. To today, this administration, the presidency has been more in the north. That's approximately 47 years of leadership of Nigeria has been in the north, with pantry 16 years in the south. The two occasions where the south attained leadership, presidency, talking about the democratic elected government in Nigeria, Jonathan came in as a result of death of Yar'Adua, and President Obasanjo came in just to relieve the nerve as a result of the June 12th, to compensate the southwest, precisely Ogun State. INEC has just released the total number of eligible voters in Nigeria. It stands at around 93.5 million voters, eligible voters. If you look at all through with pantry in the southeast, about 10 million persons. Then the north, when you accumulate, it's over almost 60 million persons eligible to vote. So based on that, and the 2022 Electoral Act, which stipulates that for you to be president of Nigeria, it's not based on the number of votes, it's based on the spread of votes. So if you have all the votes, you didn't attain the 25% of the 36 states we have in Nigeria. So my Southern brothers and sisters, I want to ask a question. Who's among these Southern that has robust relationship? Even if everybody vote for a particular candidate that doesn't have the spread, and we are hearing that a particular party, Labour Party, most of the gubernatorial candidates in the north have all decamped. So I'm appealing to my Southern brothers and sisters. Politics is not based on emotions. Politics is a game. It's a hard mathematics. It will slip through our finger and it will go back to the north. So I'm appealing of all the aspirants coming from the south, who has a more robust relationship with the north. Say, okay, we have enough people from the north that will join us, we'll get the 24 states. We attain the 25% in those 24 states. That is when the South can be able to get. And the only person that has that among the South aspirants is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The best person now is Ahmed Bola Tinubu, because he has his spread. He has built this relationship for over 30 years. He has built this relationship over 30 years. He has built families across all parts of the country. Is the hope standing now for the South to attain that, to be in Aso Rock? Any attempt to frustrate Ahmed Bola Tinubu is frustrating the South, because it has not been easy for the South to be a president of Nigeria, from what I've analyzed. So people have thrown many things against this man. His hand is shaking. They always say his hand is shaking. All these are lies and propagandas. We've seen him moving from states to states. We've seen him jumping from podium to podium, making speeches. Does he look like a person that is sick? The handlers of Tinubu hasn't done enough to refute some of these allegations. The social media space, the public space, these lies and propaganda keep growing. All these are lies, but I'm not deterred. In the Bible, it's always like that. In the Bible, Jesus Christ was put forward with a hardened criminal, and the king asked the people to choose among Jesus Christ and the hardened condemned criminal. People choose the hardened condemned criminal to free the hardened condemned criminal. So such is life. The road that leads to destruction is very wide and open, according to Majek Fashed. But the road that leads to salvation is very, 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 very narrowed. So Tinubu will unite Nigeria and will be a beacon of hope for the hopeless and the hope for our people. He's a man with clarity of vision. And he's a man that is needed in this historic moment. So we must all unite to support this wonderful man of Africa. In June 12, following June 12 announcement, Tinubu came out. Asiwaju Tinubu came out single and fought for the June 12 announcement. And based on that, his house was firebombed. He has to escape into exile. Tinubu has helped Nigerians from becoming a one-state party. He has remained in opposition painstakingly through using the legal means, using politics and resource to make sure that Nigeria is not a one-party state. He has been in opposition, strategizing, transforming our opposition into a ruling party. Tinubu developed a 25 years plan for Lagos and ensured that successive governments adhere to it, building a solid foundation for Lagos. He can replicate that in Nigeria. He's creative, he's smart, and he's courageous. Look at the way, look at Eco-Atlantic City. Look at converting an Atlantic Ocean into a mega city, Eco-Atlantic City. This is what we hear that happen. This is what we hear in big countries like Dubai and all those things. It was observed in Nigeria when the flood was ravaging those areas in Victoria Island and all those stuff. And he initiated. It was thinking out of the box, and initiated and brought out a city from Atlantic Ocean, and that has averted those floods. The federal government was spending a lot of money trying to sanfeed that area, the Bar Beach area, creating a safety active from nowhere in the Atlantic Ocean, averted, and that stopped those floods and all those environmental menace, around the Victoria Island and all those stuff. So that is Asiwaju for you. The Lekki Free Trade Zone, the Lekki Deep Sea Port, the train blue line, electrifying the train system, the blue line and the red line train system was envisaged and pioneered by this same man, and ensured that successive government continue in that line. The Oracle database, only few countries were using Oracle database. The Oracle was mostly made in these multinational organizations. He worked with Azom Mobile. When he was governor of Lagos State, he ensured Oracle database is in Lagos State. And that helped improve to administer Lagos State, the workforce, the pension system. That the country, Nigeria itself, is replicating this Oracle database. So I want to ask a question. Would you rather vote for a candidate that did not conduct local government election all through the 8 years, to a candidate that was even establishing local authorities so that development will get down to the people, and was punished for that? During Obasanjo's time, Lagos State allocation was withheld for about 9 months. And he was paying the pensions, he was paying the salaries. So this is a man Nigeria needs at this critical moment. If we miss it because of emotions, then we'll be in trouble. I can go on and on and on and on, but I want to let you know that Bola Ahmed Asiwaju Tinubu is all about for service. He's coming out for service. He has said this is his lifelong ambition to be the president of Nigeria. His lifelong ambition. So it's not about wealth. God has already blessed him. He wants to make a mark on the sand of time and history. And we must all assist him to achieve what he had for Nigeria, to rebuild a new and prosperous Nigeria. Assist him by voting for him to the polls. We must all come out and vote for this wonderful great man of Africa. He has done it before in Lagos, and he's still going to do it again. On a happy note, let me give you an expo. What you will notice when Bola Ahmed Tinubu becomes president, you will notice a very striking thing. You will notice how he's going to assemble the brains